Alright, so today we have this interesting flight gauge. Something about hydraulic pressure. It's got a lot of pins on this connector. And let's try and read what it says on this. It's not exactly visible anymore, but I'm gonna wet it with an alcohol wipe and see if I can read it. Indicator, pressure, synchro, 26 volts, 400 cycles, lights 5 volts, GAEC part number 128. There's something unreadable. Then CAV 115-1, stock number, I don't know if it has one or if it's been rubbed off, contract number, NO, something unreadable, 59-0259, serial number 2008, the Bendis Corporation, Montrose Division, South Montrose, PA, US. And there's also a number in the corner right here that says 1483939-1. So let's try and peel this label. I don't know if I want to save it or not. So that's the label. Let's put that aside. Let's see, does the front of it come off? I'm pretty sure it's all soldered together. So I'm gonna see if I could take the front face of it. We'll see if it's soldered strongly or not. Alright. Oh. Great, the glass cracked. Oh well. I mean, it is coming out anyway. Looks like I may even hurt myself on this one. That's a nice little frame. It's got some weird smell on the inside. And it does not look like it wants to come out. It looks like there's some little solder joint right here. Let's try and loosen that up a little. Looks like tape. I think they soldered some tape on it. Let me see if that helps us get in. Well, that was easy. Look at that. Well, looks like this is going to be pretty simple. There's just a couple of motors in there. Yeah, the smell coming out of this thing is weird. That's not going to come through. Well, I think it's pretty safe to cut this, since we're not going to have the other end to this plug anyway. And we're not trying to reverse engineer the way the plug was hooked up, because what are we going to do with that anyway? Oh, I didn't even need to destroy the front of it. It comes out the back. Three-phase 11.8 volt. Auto SIN receiver. 400 cycles. It's unfortunate that I don't have anything that will drive that. And I don't even have any ESCs or anything to try and hook up to it. Well, let's just take it apart anyway. It looks like it's connected directly to the motor. All right. Kind of sad now that I destroyed the front. I could have used this for some interesting project. Should have probably tried the lights. The light circuit is 5 volts. Let's see if it still works. Let's see if we can get this thing 5 volts and see what it does. Oh, I see some red light in there. Well, that thing does not want to go back into its spot. But anyway, I guess we got some red lights. Let's take it off and see what the light looks like. Oh, it wants to come off in one piece, so let's disconnect this. So it looks like we have 4 light bulbs in there. Oh, this thing is solid acrylic or something like that. Yep. The light bulb does not want to come out. It's getting stuck by that red sock that's on it. What did this come out of? Oh, that was that. That was that little gizmo that was soldered into the back of this. And apparently it didn't do anything. Huh. Alright, here are the little light bulbs with the little socks on them. This one doesn't light up. It did glow red, but I guess there's 4 of them for redundancy. Let's see how many out of 4 still work. This one works. This one works. This one works. So 3 out of 4 bulbs are still fully functional. That's not bad. This looks like it's attached in front of the acrylic. I wonder if it comes off. Oh yeah, it's just glued on, and it's just another piece of acrylic. Alright, let's get on to this. Let's take off one of the motors. Type NOAY 100217A1, 400 cycles. The Bend Corporation, Flight and Engine Instruments Division, South Montrose, PA. Over here it says one phase 26 volt. Oh, rotor 1 phase 26 volt. Stator 3 phase 11.8 volt. So underneath this cover, we have some brushes onto the rotor. There's 2 slip rings. I don't know if that's going to be visible on the video. And 2 sets of brushes going to those slip rings. So here you can see the slip rings on this rotor. Well, let's see if I can get the snap ring out. I don't think I have any tool to get that out. Let's see if I can get creative with it. There it goes. Let's see if we can take the rotor out. That's what the rotor looks like. And I'm pretty sure the stator is sealed. Let me see, the bearings look pretty interesting. Here's the rotor up close. The bearing has an interesting race that's kind of closed on the inside. Actually, oh, you know what? That's just a spacer. So let me take this thing off of the motor. I was like, that's an interesting bearing. That's actually just a spacer that's attached to the bearing. There you go. Or is that the race of the bearing that's this thick? No, that's the race. Wow. That is a pretty interesting bearing. Well, let's put this cover back on. I'll see if I can reassemble this. Snap ring is going to be an interesting thing, but anyway, this was a flight instrument. I do have one that's a bit more interesting that I will disassemble in the next video. But yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, here's a interesting thing that I missed on this. NARF Norva, Iran. Year 72, 73, 74, 75. So 75. Quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. So quarter 3 of 1975. I think that's it.